good morning, and welcome to .3x3 Ladies League that is hosted in Molopo Crossing, brought to you guys to your screens by FaithWorx Sports. And this game is hosted. The game is hosted right here in Molopo Crossing, and we're in the indoor court center. And welcome again, like I've said, welcome. It is stop number 2. We already have the teams as they are, clutch 3. It's actually up court, and up court we have Naledi, Thabiso, Lukani, and Olarato. And for the other team, the Swiss sisters, we have Seletso, Angela Kariso, Boradi, Azineyi, and these are the ladies that are actually on court as we speak, and hopefully it's going to be one heck of a game. Let's see how this game is going to be starting. Like I said, good morning and welcome to .3x3, the Ladies League. Can't remember that the last time you guys heard my voice on the screens was on the Drills Paris tournament. I am your commentator for the day, Steez, or as commonly known, Ika MC Mane. Let's take a look at what's happening in court, inside of the court. Remember, the rules of the 3x3 are that once you score outside of the D zone, it's a 2-pointer, and when inside, it is a 1-pointer. And there we go. We have Tabiso on the free throw line. And let's see how she will do. And effortlessly, she manages to switch on the game, and it is very, very ecstatic. I'm hoping that as the game continues, it's going to be one amazing match there. So far, one team has drawn first blood, and Tabiso's team are now defending. There goes Lukani now for the match, and there's Tabiso. But before Tabiso actually gets to have an advantage there, we're seeing Lukani go down. It is a fight for supremacy, actually. There goes Lukani on the free throw line. Ooh, unfortunately, she goes for a rebound, slapped out of her possession there, as Boradi saying, laughing as she knows she could have stolen that one particularly instantly, and they do manage to go in there. Right now, as it is, we have Upcourt and Swish sisters both sharing a point each. There goes the pass near Boradi on the ball again. Ooh, doesn't go in. It doesn't go in. The official calls it. The official calls it. And they are again restarting it. Is Lukani. Far left side gives it to Tabiso. Tabiso doesn't see the player, and the ball whisks out of bounds. For the up court, we're seeing Olarato is the one who's actually taking a seat down. Angela Gariso is the one who's currently starting on the bench. And ooh, nicely done there. Nicely done there. Now the score is at 2-2 with just a couple of minutes that have been played here. The official calls it and says, let's take for a little break. They're starting it is Boradi Ohotseng. Doesn't see who she has to give it to. She gives it all the way to Seletso. I think that was Seletso. And right now, Seletso is the one who is actually on the court right now, who actually had possession of the ball starting, and now is Lukani. Lugani goes for a dribble. Unfortunately, there's a bit of a misbounce there, with the ball bouncing the opposite direction to where the player actually wanted it to go. And Seletso, on our tallest lady in the court, she's actually taking a bit of advantage of those overhead passes that she sees clearly other than the other players, but the game is still on. Defending Seletso is Naledi, and we have Lugani trying to see who to give it to, and she gives it to Naledi. Naledi goes again, just like that. Lugani manages to actually get her hands on the ball, and I would say that it looks actually really good on the screens as well. So make sure that you guys are actually catching the games on FBF 26 right now. We are streaming live on YouTube. Alright, so and it looks like it's going to be a timeout, and we're seeing Angela Kariso talking to Bogadi, Seletso and Murenda are now actually the ones that are now actually joining Bogadi and Kariso there, and Lugani. Tabiso now going for a layup, doesn't go for the layup, actually passes it to Lugani, and Lugani gets a 2 point, it's actually a 1 pointer, and Upcourt is now leading currently. Bogadi, the Swish ladies, Kariso is on the court now. It's Angela Kariso, shortest lady on the court, too short as well, the little short there. It could have needed a bit more power and a bit of height on the ball, but let's see if her presence is going to make a huge impact on the game. There goes Naledi now receiving the ball nicely, and ooh, nice block there by Seletso. And unfortunately, it actually leads to a foul. Naledi effortlessly done there is Naledi on the free throw. So now we're currently sitting at Upcourt with 7, and Swish ladies need to make an impact, and they do. That was the lady now. So at the moment it's 6-7, and Swish ladies are playing extremely well. So we'll see how they're going to do now. Seletso sees Angela Kariso passing it to Bogadi. Oh, too wide on the far left side. They needed actually too much strength there. There's Naledi. Let's see who Naledi is going to do it. Subtle pass there to Lugani, and dribbling around the Swish ladies. Ooh, restarting it is Bogadi now. Bogadi for that 2 points. It's a little too short. It looks like a bit of the majority of the shots that have been taken need a bit of strength and height. However, they actually do have good accuracy because they're not hitting the backboard as often as they do, and just like that, they do actually manage to equalize it. 7 up. They do manage there. Another one. No, it's unsuccessful there. It's Lugani going in and out again. Ooh, it's nicely done there by the Swish ladies. Up court needs to go and put in a score. Naledi score is too short as well. Alright, so now we have Lugani talking to Angela Kagiso. Angela Kagiso tries to move into position, but Seleso is the one who goes for the shot, and it jumps out of the bucket, and a chance at redemption is Seleso getting the score there, and the official calls it and gives a one ball there. We'll see who this lady has. So currently now, it looks like there is something happening in the court, and the two teams are now exchanging pleasantries now. They're sitting down, and just like that, and congratulations to the ladies that actually won this game. And we have Swish Sisters picking up the victory there. Currently, the teams that are playing up next. Right, so up next we're going to be having the next game. We're going to be having a Clash 3 versus Brick City, and on the court the ladies are now doing a bit of warm-ups there. A bit of warm-ups. I'm seeing honorable mentions. There's Peo on the court. I'm seeing Hazel again. Michelle there. That looks like Nono 4. And the two teams, they are still practicing it. That's actually not Nono 4. The game is about to start. The game is about to start and tip off there. And just like that, now we have, like I told you guys, it's Clash 3 versus Brick City. And we have tip off. That is Michelle now on the ball. And Michelle is passing it away. Will it be go back to Michelle again? And yes, it does. Michelle goes for quick shot. And unfortunately, it doesn't go to her. It goes for her teammates. Nice steal there. And now we're having the two teams being stealing it away, and at the moment we have Hazel now defending, and that was Yasmin there giving it away to Feo. Feo goes for the short. The short is too short actually. It's a little too short there. And I'm seeing Hazel now walking into, Hazel is walking to the bench. Ooh, that's a very nasty fall there that is taken by the lady there who falls to the ground, and that's a good camaraderie. They're helping both to stand up actually, and let's see, that's Skeleto on the board giving it away actually, and the official calls it. Botu sees Skeleto on the far right side. Skeleto gives it to Michelle. Michelle back to Botu again in front of her. There's Michelle for a 1 point. It's too short, just a little short there. That's a little bit short. Ooh, nicely done there. Nicely done is the Brick City. That would have been a good point there from Skeleto. Doesn't go in actually. And so with a game that has been played like this, it's actually very hard to tell which one is going to pick up the victory in this case. Ooh, effortlessly done there by Beo actually. Beo is the one who made the free throw, blasting the ball away. Now it falls into the hands of Keletso. Keletso gives it to Boto. Boto in front of her for defense is Michelle Tipe, and she goes for a layup and finds herself squeezed and sandwiched between two players now who are currently who actually fouls her, but she gets a free throw. Who hits the backside of the backboard, and just like that the game is now underway, but we'll see how they actually try to play the game. Now that restarting it is Michelle Tipe. In front of her we have Keleto. Nice defense there by Beo. Finds herself in possession of the ball, gives it to Boto. Beo again goes for the layup, blocked by Michelle, and Michelle creating an amazing brick wall there. And alright, ooh, a very nasty fall there. The ladies are finding themselves currently taking free throws more often than they actually are supposed to be taking the shots. It almost feels like it's a game of free throws now. And Michelle now goes for a wide short, and it's unsuccessful. A little too short. A little too short is Michelle now. But 2 minutes and 14 seconds that is left to play. Goes for a short. It's Geleto too short again. The ball goes out of bounds actually. The official catches it. Official catches it before it goes out of bounds. And they are now starting it for that one. Ooh, nice physique there. It's very hard to actually see, by the way, when you're playing for .3x3 because you're competing the 6 of you guys. It's half court, and with half court it means there is a little space that the players actually play with, unlike the normal game. And just like that, there's Boto. Boto is the one who actually managed to increase the score there. Again, unfortunate there for Michelle Tipe. Tries to come around and increase the score, but the score there by Boto was actually exceptionally done. And honorable mentions, we're going to be talking about what happened recently now, and that's a nice play there, as you can see on your screens there. It went exceptionally well. I think we need to give these ladies their props. And just like that, now we're going to back to center court for that, for some action. with both teams at 5 up. Michelle Tipena gives it to Peo. Ooh, unfortunately, Butterfingers there is Peo, and she doesn't actually go there. There goes, Geletso. Geletso is the one who actually finds those 2 points there. Hazel going there to restart it. Hazel now. Ooh, defending is Michelle for the ladies in brown. Nice dribbles there by the other ladies, and just like that, it is time up. It is unfortunately time up, and we're going to so congratulations for Brick City for picking up a 6-5 victory, and they played exceptionally well there. And I think we now have to go back again into the court to see which teams are playing next. And but like I said again and again and again, it is really, really nicely done there. We'll see how the game up next is going. And we're gonna be looking at the little N1 play there that actually happened for the other team there. As you can see on your screen, we're looking at the defense would have been amazing, but the ball goes effortlessly in, and the lady was Keleto is the one who actually picked up the victory and ran away with that one. They're playing with absolute nonchalance and confidence, these ladies, and it actually looked really, really good for this particular instance. But like I said, congratulations to Brick City for picking up the victory on that game. Alright, so up next we're going to be having the Elite Cartel versus the Iron Roses. For the Iron Roses, we have Pato, Nonofo, Katleho, and Ame. And for the Elite Cartel, it's Andrea, Nonofo, and we're going to be having and the match is underway. Right, so currently now restarting it is Bonno, who does he see? Ooh. It's a very weird foul to be committing at the beginning of a match there. The ladies are going, that was Toju giving it away. Ame sees Nonofo gives it away, and unfortunately they don't manage to actually get that one in for the score. So now we're having Ame giving it to Nono for an unfortunately caught there. Ooh, that is nicely done there by the other team. And what we need to appreciate is these ladies are playing actually very, very incredible. And there goes Tato now going for a short. And unfortunately, it doesn't go in. It's a little too short. It's a little too short. Restarting it to Drizzy. Andrea is on the court. And she gives it to Toju. Toju actually does a bounce pass to Drizzy. Nice dribbles there. She hangs. She shoots. And fortunately, it goes inside. Congratulations to Drizzy for that one. First touch on the court. And it is successful. And Nono for Butterfingers there is Nono doesn't actually get all on to doesn't actually manage to get it there. See Tanya now, Drizzy again, wide shot there. Ooh, it doesn't go in. Nice effort there from Drizzy. We have to appreciate the ladies for the efforts there. And it's Tato. Ooh, caught there, traveling. Andrea now starting the ball. And Nono 4 gets it there. Nono 4 from Andrea. Ooh. And they manage to give it to Tanya. Tanya Toju doesn't go for the shot. Actually, she goes for the pass. And the pass, a bit selfless move there, but the selfless move eventually causes them um, a bit of a point actually that is lost. The spectators are now very, very ecstatic now. There goes Tato giving it to Ame. Ooh, and unfortunately doesn't go in. Rebound, the offensive rebound was caught by Tato. And unfortunately, just like that, white fouls on Black. Black is the team of Andrea, Toju, Tanya, and Bonno. There goes Bonno now for the shots, and unfortunately, it doesn't go in. Restarting it now. It's Tato versus Bonno, and just like that, the braids now. Ooh, nice dribble there by Drizzy, and Tanya has it now. Nice block there by Tanya, taking and stealing it away from Nonofo. Gives it to Drizzy on the far left side. There goes Bonno now. Bonno, Drizzy again, back to Bonno. Doesn't go for the short or the layup. He dribbles and passes it to Andrea. Andrea tries the short, and the short doesn't go in. A bit too wide on the far left side. A bit too wide on the far left side, but we still also have to give these ladies a bit of that grace. And there goes Tato now. Ame again goes for the short, and the short is a little too short there, but we need to give these ladies a bit of grace. Elite Cartel is currently leading with 2 minutes that is left, 2 minutes and 30 seconds that is left to play. So we're going to see how they're actually going to make the short. And it's Andrea at 2 minutes and 19 seconds. Andrea scoring this this one day. We will go for a replay in just a little bit. But let's see how the game is going. There goes the Army again for another short. Ooh, it's a bit too short. Hits the top side of the basket. And that's exactly how this game is being played. But let's see what Tanya has to do. Nice effort there by Tanya. And now the score is currently up 3 points in just 2 minutes. Like I promised you guys, we're going to be looking at that little effort there from Andrea. Let's go look at the replay to see how it did go. And the replay there, hanging there, as you can see, hanging there was Drizzy Andrea. Nicely done there, a little slant there on the jump, and just like that, that is how the Elite Cartel managed to actually steal away the smash, and they actually do steal it away with them winning the match at 6 points to 3 at the end of the time that was given for this particular match. And at the moment there is another one there for and these are just the simple highlights of the game that we actually do see in this instance, but I am hoping that we're going to actually see this one once again. Look at that. That is a beautiful shot there, and effortlessly it whips inside of the match as as effortlessly as it can. But up next, we're going to be hopping into the next game. Right, so up next we're going to be having the Dream Dribble and 4 Seasons of Summer. The Dream Dribble is packing the team of Sophia, Ope, Lone, and Christine. And for the 4 Seasons of Summer, we have Tsepiso, For the 4 Seasons of Summer, we have the team of Natasha playing for 3 actually. Tsepiso playing at 1, and we have Faith Lesego playing for the last number. And that is how the teams are actually going to play. So let's just go to courtside and see how these ones are coming in. It looks like for the teams that are on court, the 4 Seasons of Summer unfortunately do not have any substitutions. There's Sophia. We're seeing Sophia on the court side defending against Natasha, and it is Christine now. Christine for the other team defending on the far left side, and the one team that actually draws first blood is the Dream Dribble. Those are the ones that actually just scored. Dream Dribble is playing for white, and the 4 Seasons of Summer is playing for brown. Christina restarting it, sees Sophia on the far right side, and unfortunately Sophia gets caught there with the foul. And they are starting it right now. Let's see how these ladies are going to be playing. And ooh, very, very unfortunately, there goes Natasha now on the ball. Natasha doesn't go for the pass, she goes for the shot alone, and it's going to be a bit costly on the two teams. They are restarting it. Looks like it's now in the hands of Tsepiso. Back to Faith again, and Faith pivoting nicely there. We'll see how she goes. She goes for a dribble and a layup, and she hangs all alone, and it is unfortunately caught there by Sophia. Gives it to Christine, and with Christine it goes to the point. It actually goes to a point. So currently now we have the Dream Dribble leading. Actually, the Dream Dribbles are leading the 4 Seasons of Summer, and now it's Faith Lesego going for the wide shots and unfortunately doesn't go in. Caught there by Christine, giving it away to Sophia. Sophia goes for the bounce pass and an open and easy one. Unfortunately, it doesn't go in. And a lady takes a nasty fall that clashes her eyes on her face. But it's the game of basketball. If you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. Now we're going to look at the pass that was happening there between Sophia and Christine. Look at that nice overhead pass there. It's actually it's a combination, actually a very good combination there. It is Sophia, Christine, and then an overhead pass to Lone, and a clear shot there by Lone alone, and just like that they managed to get an advantage in. And now we're going back to courtside and actually looking to see how this game is. Right now they are restarting it now. It's Faith Lesego, and she actually doesn't go for the pass. She goes for an attack on her own and gives Natasha on the far left side. Well, let's see what Natasha has to do. Walking outside for a wide shot, goes for the overhead pass, and it's still in the possession of the Four Seasons of Summer, and they're still going and going and going. These ladies, they need to actually get their heads in the game, because currently right now they are trailing behind by a very, very huge margin. And there goes the Lady Faith, and before that the official calls it. The official calls it and says it is a foul there. Remember to go on to the FaithWorx YouTube, Facebook pages for the actual game itself. We are live, broadcasting live from Molopo Crossing here in the indoor sports court. And just like that, finally now they're actually leading now. Still again and again we keep mentioning that the Four Seasons of Summer need to get their head in the game, and there was Natasha now calling Faith, and unfortunately they were tricking Christine, and the ball is too short there on the court, too short. But that's not how you play when you're playing with these ladies. They're playing with exact nonchalance, but let's see how they actually are playing. And just like that, it's Lone for the shot again, and Lone nicely done there, and they're restarting it now. It's Tipi, so gives it back to Faith, and there she goes, Lone defending, and actually managed to steal it away. And the official calls it very, very tricky there with the official. We all saw it bouncing off of the official's leg, but she has to officiate, and the spectators also caught it and are saying, Madam Referee, we saw that one. And that bounce pass there from Lone to Christine, and they managed to get it inside. Lone now goes again and again and again with the shot, and they have to actually restart it now. There goes Natasha. Natasha doesn't see the players, tries to go alone. One man, one mission won't work in these ones. If you notice, the Dream Dribble are actually packing an amazing they're actually packing an amazing defense and attack there. And Lone on the ball again, effortlessly done there. Finally a chance. Ooh, too wide. And the score, and finally now we have the Four Seasons of Summer finally making an appearance in the game. They are currently sitting at 1, being led 5 points. Ahead is the Dream Dribble now. Let's see what are they going to do. Christine doesn't go, manage to get the successful pass there. And there goes Sophia with the steal there for a rebound. And again, there she goes. The lady gets a chance at redemption, and it's Dream Dribble at 7 points and 4 seasons of summer at 1 point. We'll see how they go. Ooh, Butterfingers there is Faith, and unfortunately the ball goes out of bounds. And just like that, and with that, the score has increased by a huge margin. It's 9-9. Dream Dribble and 4 seasons of summer are currently at 1 point. We'll see how this one goes. The time right now is 2 minutes and 37 seconds that is left to play, and we're looking at overhead pass there to Faith Lesego, back to Tepiso, and I think the accuracy on the shots from the 4 seasons of summer is the ones that are actually proving their efforts in this match very futile, but they have to get their heads in the game. There is still over 130 seconds that's left to play. They still have a chance, they still have a time, and there goes Open now finally making an appearance in the court. She catches it there, finally giving it to Lone again. Remember that Lone is the reason why the Dream Dribble team has extended their lead on this match, and we are also proud of this team again and again. There goes Natasha down. Natasha for the shot. Ooh, it doesn't go in. Too wide on the far left side. There goes Tepiso. Now. Tepiso is actually trying to make an impressive comeback, and unfortunately it's actually currently not in, but we will see how this game is going to be played. But let's It's 9-point lead there on the two teams, and unfortunately they have to actually keep going as much as they can. Well, we're less than 20 seconds that is left to play, and there goes Open now catching the ball, giving it to Christine, and Christine manages to actually extend the lead. 12 points now, and there goes Lone catching the ball in front of Natasha just like that. It is an absolute decimation of one team, and just like that, the time is almost up. Just a few seconds that are left to play, just a few more seconds. We're waiting for the official to call it, and just like that, calling it, it's Christine. No, it bounces on top, caught there for the offensive rebound. It's Lone that dribbling her, stealing the ball. That is such a nasty steal of the ball there. And as I did say, time was actually the one that actually passed the just like that. Oh, just like that. It's Tepiso. Tepiso actually manages to get it inside. It's now the score.
Hello, hello, hello. May we please have Swish and Elite Cartel? Swish and Elite Cartel.
Back again on the court. We're going to be having Elite Cartel and the Swish Sisters. It's Elite Cartel and the Swish Sisters. For Elite Cartel, we have the team of Drizzy Andrea, the team of Toju, the team of Tanya, alongside the Lady Bonno. So for the Swish Sisters, we have Selezo, we have Bogadi, who currently has her hands on the ball. NG Kariso now, back to Bogadi again, and just like that, we'll see how this game is actually going to be starting. And then the last one is Selezo. So that is the team of Azi, Selezo, Bogadi, and Angela Kariso. These ladies played exceptionally well in their last matches, but let's see, the game so far has started off to a very, very high pace, with the Swish Sisters being the ones that are actually drawing first blood. With the score at 1 up, we're currently going to be we can't. And there goes Bogadi now for the white shot. Ooh, it hits right on top of the basket actually, and Drizzy goes to restart it, and there goes Bonona for a wide shot, and accuracy. They needed a bit to be wide on the far left side, and I think they are actually playing a bit too well there. Maybe too well for these players, man. The score right now is actually currently at 2 up right now. And there goes NG Kariso there. It's going to be very hard for her to be defending against Bonno currently very tall there. That one needed a bit of a dribble, and just like that, they actually steal away. So now it's kind of a team of height. Ooh, nice block there. Nice block there by Bogadi Ogotsing, and Drizzy saw a bit of dust there, and they're restarting it. It's Bonno. Oh, unfortunately, it's a bit too short. And I'm happy for that ball there. And fortunately, the official calls a timeout on that one. We're going to be looking at that replay there. It looks really nice. It looks really nice. Look at that block there from Bogadi. Very good timing there. And even Drizzy didn't see where the ball fell, taking a few split seconds to actually react on that one. I think we need to look at it again. Bogadi had actually calculated that with that stance, Drizzy was actually going for a shot and not a pass. And we're going back to courtside now to see how they are playing. But really played well there is Bogadi. She's now starting the game now, and let's see what she does. She goes for an overhead pass to Azi, and Azi sees Seletso for a wide shot, and there's Seletso. Nice shot there. Seletso playing really well for the Swish sisters, and there they go now again and again. It's Tanya now equalizing the score. It's Tanya. Azi now. They know that the jig is up on this particular instance. A mistake they happen. Bonno enforcing a bit of pressure and aggression. There's Bogadi. Bogadi now. This game now, it's actually a very high pass game in this particular instance, and they are doing extremely well for this game. And the official calls it out ball. The official calls it. It's Azi on the free throw line. Azi on the free throw line. And there goes Tanya now. Tanya gets it inside. So the one team is leading now. The Elite Cartel is currently leading, and Azi goes to restart it there. Nice pass there to Seletso. Gets the call. And they actually do get one ball on the line. Actually, it's a bit of an advantage that is necessary and needed for Bukhari's team. Seletso doesn't move around because she knows that her accuracy and her shots are actually going to get that one. Just the commentator's analysis sometimes might actually be a bit futile. Futility is not something that is common to Mr. Commentator himself, but we'll see how these ladies are playing. There goes Drizzy now, giving it to Tanya. Drizzy and Tanya, nice combinations there, and just like that, the official calls the match to an end. 3 minutes and 20 seconds that is left to play. 3 minutes and 20 seconds that is left to play, and just like that, Drizzy gives it to Bonno, effortlessly done there, and there is a block. The block now leading to a foul, unfortunately, and Bonno gets herself a free throw. Nicely done there is Bonno to extend the lead by 2 points, and Bogadi now catches it. Nice bounce pass to Seletso. Ball risking on top, and unfortunately passes the other side of the basket. And they actually get another advantage now. Drizzy and Bogadi looking at each other now. Opposite ends. There they go now. It's Azi goes for a layup, and a block is there, and they call it. It's Tanya. Bogadi now restarting it in front of her is Drizzy. And Drizzy now looking at the way the ball is going to actually go. Anyways, the ball finds itself in the hands of Azi. Oh, a bit too short there. A bit too short there from Azi. I don't know if the official is going to allow that, but they actually are trying to get a few distractions off of the side. And there goes Selitso. Now Selitso on the ball. Ooh, it actually doesn't go in. Bonno goes to restart it. Looks at Drizzy. Drizzy exchanging pleasantries with our eyes to show that communication is indeed intact. And just like that, Tanya calls in Bokhadi. Bokhadi goes to Bonno. Actually, it wasn't Bokhadi she was calling in. It was... And there's Bokhadi now in the court side. Selitso, and Selitso manages to get it inside. So currently now the score is at 6-5. A nice save there is Drizzy Andrea Noko saving her teammates Bunno, and the score is inside. It's Tanya for the Elite Cartel. And the official calls it and says it's the Black Balls team. The official calls it just like that. Unfortunately, they don't actually manage to, both the two teams don't actually manage to get their hands on that ball, but we'll see how they will play this one. And there goes Bokhadi for the wide shot. Ooh, again and again and again. I don't know, it looks like the basket itself is moving away from the ball after the shot, but we'll see how they goes. Nice pass play. Andrea gives it to Bonno. Bonno pivoting there, and the official says they're calling it. I see a timeout again and again, and they're calling for a timeout. Let's go see the replay there. There goes the replay. Bokhadi, they're passing it away, and it goes in just like that. They played exceptionally well there. It's a nice combination of passes. If we look at it again for the last time, nicely done there. And just like that, let's go back to courtside. And ooh, beautiful chest-to-chest pass there. We will see how these ones are actually playing this game. So currently as it stands, the Swish sisters are trailing behind, and the Elite Cartel have actually picked up the win with less than a minute that is left to play. And perfect day, and it's Bokhadi now on the court. Ooh, Bokhadi manages to get in for the Swish sisters. There goes Bonno now. Bonno getting her hands on the ball. And just like that, the timeout is on. And They get 2 shots. It's Tanya getting 2 shots. Ooh. And just like that, Tanya managed to get that much needed advantage. One last time, 2 shots. And the official calls it. That was a much needed advantage there for the elite. And I think these are what is happening right now. So
Okay, now we're gonna have bricks.
Player name: Jasmine, Kenneth, Michelle. Yes, thank you. Oh. That's huh? Jasmine. No, like honestly, I'm feeling the website, yeah. You got my chair. Like, why are you in so much debt?
Just like that on your screens, we have the team of Brick City versus the Four Seasons of Summer. Brick City versus the Four Seasons of Summer. And the Four Seasons of Summer are packing up quite a lineup. These two teams, one team didn't play so well on the other match, and the other did not play another again and again and again. Anyways, for the Four Seasons of Summer, 4 Seconds of Summer is packing the team of Natasha, Tepiso, and Faith Leseho. And for Brick City, we have the team of Keletso, the team of Boto, Yasmin, and Michelle. Let's see how this game is going to be played off. I'm getting word the tip-off is about to begin, and just like that, these ladies need to ensure that when they actually do play, they play confidently and well. It's been quite an interesting tournament here today with so many fouls being committed, and we'll see if they're going to play a neat game. People have been telling me that they've been seeing the ladies actually falling to the ground as often as the ball bounces on the ground as well. But we're still yet to see if this game is going to be played. So again and again, like I said, we're waiting for the officials' call inevitably. And just like that, the match is underway. And very, very unfortunate, in less than a second, with the official calling it, the official has to blow on her whistle again. And that is on the starting line. We have the ladies now, Natasha on the ball now, attacking on the far right side actually. And she calls it and says, let the ball start off again. Tepiso giving it to Boto. And there goes Tipiso again, just like that. The ball goes out of bounds. I don't know if this is a strategy or not, but it cannot genuinely be happening in less than 10 seconds of the game. But we'll see if these ladies are actually going to be playing this game really well, as the past team has been playing. Remember that this is not 3x3 Basketball Ladies League, and that is exactly what's happening right here. That is brought to your screens by FaithWorx Sports, and just like that, they are trying to see if they can draw first blood on this one. I'm seeing Michelle passing it to Botu. Also, nobody on the bench for one team, but the other one, which is Brick City, they have. It's actually Kelitso who's playing inside, and Botu is the one on the bench. Michelle alongside Yasmin, that are playing for Brick City, and right now who has her hand on the ball, it's Faith Lesego. Faith Lesego puts it in for the 4 seconds of summer. And with now the score being tied now, it's Kelitso now who has the hands on the ball. Kelitso right in front of her is Faith Lesego. It gives it to Michelle. Corkscrews run a lady, and unfortunately hanging for the rebound. And the rebound, it's in. Brick City are now currently leading now. And there's Natasha. Natasha dribbling in front of Yasmin, catching the ball. It's Yasmin fouled by a lady, but we'll see how playing. And right now the game is underway. Faith Lesego now trying to take it away from Kelitso, and they do call it, and it is now an advantage for the ladies. Are restarting it again now. There's Tepiso. Tepiso trying to go for a shot, blind. Unfortunately, it doesn't go in. Natasha now to actually restart it. Nice overhead pass there. Is Faith catching the ball, and in front of her is one lady who's known for an amazing defense. It's very hard to get around Michelle on these types of situations, and there's Kelitso now taking it away. Yasmin stealing it, giving it to Kelitso for a 2-pointer, and it doesn't go in. A bit too short, and the rebound unfortunate again for Michelle. Now Natasha playing really well on the far left side and tries to shoot it, and there goes Faith Lesego, stolen from Faith Kelitso, and she's running away, pivoting, and unfortunately she is fouled. And they did call for a timeout, with Brick City leading at 2 points, and the 4 seconds of summer are trailing behind with 1 point. Less than 5 minutes that have been played, and already we have 3 points being shared by the two teams. It's not yet halfway through the games, but we will see how these matches are going to be played. And look at that replay. They were going to look at how one team actually scored, and that was Faith Lesego hanging there and actually slotting it inside to increase the lead. Now back on courtside. That's how it is going right now. We have that Skeletor actually now extending Brick City's lead, and again, oh, it doesn't go in actually. And just like that before, we're looking at a free throw there from Yasmin. Yasmin unfortunately doesn't make the Brick City versus 4 seconds of summer, with Brick City leading at Brick City is leading at 4 points, and 4 seconds of summer are trailing behind actually at 1 point. So there is a 3-point lead between the two teams, and that is how we're going to actually play the game. So one thing you need to be very aware with these two teams is that usually the matches are full with attempts and shots. However, today I don't know what's going on. They seem to be going down and hugging the ball. Something I'm not really fond of seeing out there in the game of .3x3. You think because there's a lesser number of players in the court, these ladies would be a bit less aggressive as they would play these games. But nicely done there is Skeletor places it inside for Brick City. Natasha is still not seeing where to pass it to. She gives it to Faith Lesego. Faith goes for the shot again, and it's a bit inaccurate there. We're seeing Michelle now on the bench, and inside is Boto, and let's go look at the leading point that they actually had. That was beautifully done there by Kele. So hanging, shooting, and the ball now went in. That's exactly how this lady does it. Does a little bit of a girly jump there at the end of that little jump, pushing herself with her legs, but they do actually play it well for that particular instance. That's how they actually managed to extend the lead to 5 points to 1 point, and we'll see how they're The game is underway again, and just like that, before uh, the other team actually blinks, Keletso had actually stolen it, tried to steal a point there to extend the lead to 6 points. And there's Natasha dribbling now. Confidence she got in maybe from the timeout that they just had. And there's FaithWorx playing really well now. The defense there. The defense was actually very hard to get a hold of. That was done by Yasmin, and we're seeing Natasha giving it away, and it's FaithWorx again. She's asking her not to pass because she's defending. Ooh, stolen by both to away again. She's calling in Keletso for that attack, and they go alone. She actually goes alone for the short, and fortunately it's Brick City extending the lead.
Thank you so much to the sponsor of the tournament, Oshi. As you can see on your screens right now, we have one team actually taking pictures with the bottle. Right, so on the court now, we're having two teams that are playing right now on the court. It's the team of
Naledi, the team of Lukani there, and Tabiso and Nonofo alongside the team of Katleho. Ame, Tato, that are on the court as we speak right now. And just like that, we're still waiting for the smash to actually be there. And before we go there, the official calls it. And just like that, they're going to be restarting it. It's Naledi's team. Naledi playing for white. Tabiso. Naledi again doesn't go for a layup. She goes for a short. And the short is successful on that regard. Restarting it is Lukani. In front of her is Tato. Tato defending against Tabiso, but doesn't see what's going on in the other side. And the official calls it, says, we don't play football here. It's a game of basket and hands. And just like that, they are playing. Ooh. Nice block there is Ame. Tabiso tries to go for a pass to Lukani, who's on the outside and on the center, and Butterfingers there is Lukani, saves it from going out of bounds, goes for the short, shooting blind, and saving her is Tabiso, and unfortunately the short is unsuccessful. There they go now. Naledi just like that loses possession of the ball, and it's now in the hands of Katleho. Sees Army on the other side, goes for the short, and it bounces on the outside of the basket, and they are going now. Naledi alone, and just like that, it is unsuccessful. The official calls it this way, and we'll see how they are playing on. And there's Tato now giving it to Ame. Ame goes for a short on the outside, and it doesn't go in. Tato goes for the offensive rebound, but unfortunately passes it, and it's Katleho manages to get 1 point there for the Iron Roses. Lukani now stepping outside the line, goes for a 2 points, and the short is a bit inaccurate there. They're going to restart it here nicely there. It's Tato. It gives it to Ame. Let's see what Ame has to do. A bit of magic there. And unfortunately, she is fouled. Let's see how they're going to do. And we did call for a timeout on the match, but I think it's very also noteworthy to mention that currently the statues of the ladies, one team is playing a game of accuracy and precision, and one team is playing a game of speed. The ladies, who are actually very, very short on the court, are actually playing a game of speed. They have to get the fastest points there. Ooh, and a basket there scored. And it's 3 up. However, Naledi there on the free throw line, unfortunately doesn't go in. There's sees Katlego chest to chest pass to Katlego. Wanted to pass it, but Tato at the moment hadn't actually been free. She did get space, and unfortunately they don't get inside. That could have been a beautiful shot there. Dummies Naledi, and they say that you have to restart it again. Try to steal one away from the other team. It's up court versus the Iron Roses. Remember that right now we have the two teams being Naledi now gives it away to Lukani. Lukani meets a brick wall. That's Katlego on the defense, and back to Naledi again with the short. It doesn't go in. Defending that one for a defensive rebound is actually Ame. Gives it to Tato. Ame again goes for a layup alone, and fortunately it is Tato of the Iron Roses that manages to score that game. And there goes Lukani now. Lukani ooh, nicely done there. The other team goes for 2 points, too wide, and there's Tabiso. We're still yet to see impact, and there goes Lukani now. Lukani is scoring it again. And Tabiso now on the court, dominating that few seconds of play. There goes the Army for the short, a bit too wide on the far right side. That's still yet to actually extend the lead. It's 10 points shared equally between the two teams. And there goes Lukani for the up court. And changing now, Nono for finally makes her way into the match. And there goes Lukani again, 7 points to the up court now. Nono for, let's see, will they equalize with the 2-pointer? No, she actually goes for a layup or a dribble alone, goes to attack, and Tabiso steals it, gives it to Lukani. Lukani goes down, but the ball eventually arrives to the hands of the teammate, Naledi. Naledi has to make a bit of magic. A bit of magic there is Naledi. Ooh, possession there, bouncing, catches her mouth to show that she actually has been fouled. And nicely done there is Tato, who actually gets fouled in the process of actually passing through Naledi. Oh, unfortunately, it's too wide, and they do manage to catch it now. It is 7 up court